Hello, sexy humans. Happy Tuesday. Happy beautiful Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. You already know the vibes. I can't wait to eat a taco here on All Things Conscious at some point. I'm sure I will. I hope that you guys are doing amazingly well. If you don't know me already, my name is Angelys, your self-love and self-mastery coach. I help you elevate into your best self. I do this through my personal coaching. I do this through this free content, and I do this in many other ways. So if you don't follow me already, make sure to add me on social media so that you may be able to stay connected with me. I'm so very excited you're here. Welcome. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about labels, okay? Now, Angelys, what are labels? So labels are almost like hats, right? So for example, like for me, my labels look like mom, they look like wife, they look like cook, they look like businesswoman, they look like spiritual coach. So all of these labels I'm okay with, right? But they are some labels that sometimes we put on ourselves or other people put on us, and then we associate ourselves with them, and then they keep us limited. So in today's video, I'm gonna share with you all things labels. So here we go. Welcome, sexy people, to All Things Conscious. Make sure to subscribe, hit the button. You already know. Stay with the vibes, okay? So in today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about labels, right? So sometimes, like even like me growing up, I know that I had like the label of like gordita, and I've had the label of quiet, and I've had the label of like a little crazy, right? So all these labels, right? Like as you're growing up and people are, oh, well, she's shy, or he doesn't really talk very well, or like whatever labels life is giving you, right? You are consciously aware of them as they're being thrown at you, right? As they're being put on you. And then you don't realize that it doesn't matter if your mom said that you were shy. You can still decide not to be shy, right? That's something that you eventually do the self-mastery work, and you decide that these are not the labels that you want to associate yourself with. But through life, my friend, we have put on some labels on us that are not serving us, okay? So this is the three-step process to check on these labels, right? To see which ones you want to keep, which ones you don't, which ones aren't serving you, which ones you need to completely let go of because they just are not serving you. Sorry, I thought I had a boob coming out. So the first thing is to be aware of the label, right? So be aware of the label that first of all you're giving yourself, that others might be putting on you, and the ones that are just subconsciously there, the ones that are always come up, right? So like for example, for me, growing up with the label gordita, you it does something to you, right? It does something to you because it's almost like you're supposed to live up to the gordita part. So if you were to lose the weight, you're no longer the gordita, right? So, and for you that don't speak English or don't speak Spanish, gordita means chunky. So, you live your life living up to this label that you don't even want, right? So the first thing is to be aware of the labels, be conscious of the labels, look at the labels, right? That you, first of all, are putting on yourself or that other people have put on you. That's the first thing. Second, do I want to keep this label? Is this a label that I'm wanting to own up to live up to show up as, right? So if the label is something that you're wanting, then yay. Continue to show up as that label. Continue to show up as your powerful self. Continue to show up as your kind self. Can you continue to show up as your loving self, right? And these are labels that I love to put on myself. This is the kind of person that I am, right? Because then you start living up to this version of yourself, to this archetype of yourself. And then the third step is if that label that you have, right, that you're aware of at this moment, if that's something that you're wanting to change, if that's something that you're not wanting to associate or label yourself as anymore, what other label could you give yourself in that place, okay? So be aware of it. And what other label would I put in place of that? So for me, the label gordita that I no longer want to associate with myself with, I would want to maybe go ahead and instead put in there healthy, okay? So now I want to integrate what that feels like. I want to integrate letting go of the label gordita And in its place, I am putting that new label, which is healthy. And I feel so much better about the label healthy. It feels better. I feel like that's me. I feel like it resonates with me. So that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. So really it's about being aware. And this is why I teach self-mastery, which is about being conscious of your thinking so that you may be able to show up differently, be able to shift it, be able to reprogram it, right? This is all things that you can do little by little, by simply paying attention to your conversation, your inner conversation. So first, what is the label? Be aware of the labels. 2, do I want to keep it? Do I want to let go of it? 3, integrate the letting go of. And in its place, replacing it with something that serves you, okay? As simple as this, something as simple as this can really start making you feel different, right? It can really like help you stretch to that version of yourself that you're wanting to become, because you're no longer having to show up as these labels that have been put on you, okay? So let go of them labels that ain't serving you, okay? Put on the ones that you feel you are here to be, and keep going about your day, okay? Keep going about your life, okay? If other people throw labels at you, you do not have to receive them. You do not have to internalize them. That is simply a reflection of where they are, of what they label themselves, of what they see of themselves, okay? So pay them no mind. Keep going about your business. You can do this. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. I love you guys so much. I will see you next Tuesday.